What's up, folks, and welcome back to another current household video. Bruh. We are here with the Bouclairs and the beautiful Monte Vista. If you're new here, this is my current household family, and we're like 15 generations deep. And at this point, their one redeeming quality is that they're loaded AF.
She's rich, honey.
Speaking of which, let me just go ahead and give you an update on their coinage. So let's go over here to NROS Master Controller. If you don't know, I would say like 80, maybe 90% of this family's income and their entire fortune comes from investments. So it's that weekly return on businesses and properties that they own, as well as resorts. So 16 something in family funds, 6.7 in real estate. The house is worth 3.3-ish. So total, as of a couple episodes ago at least, it was over 25 million. And if you watch my videos, you know I don't use mood cheats or money cheats or anything. As the legend Serena once said,
and I said I'd rather lose than have to cheat to win.
So we've built all this legitimately. However, again, we're like 15 generations in. However, I will say, I think our last generation with Maria Sophia may have been the only time that our net worth went down, because she was a rich bitch and she was out here spending coins left and right. We definitely lost like over 1 million simoleons from our net worth because of her, but I'll get into that a bit later. And actually, I don't think I've collected our investments this week, so let me go ahead and do that just so you can get an idea of how much they make on a weekly basis. So I'm just going to finish going down the list, and I have a lot of drama to catch you up on. There's a lot that's been going on, okay? So just hold tight. Okay, so that was 310,000 as you just saw, and that didn't include resorts. I think they make like 10, maybe 12,000 a day. So now that that's out of the way, some of you who watched the previous episodes might be wondering, where is Maria Sophia, the legend, the icon herself? She's dead. She bit the dust a few days ago. Honestly, I thought she was gonna hang around for this episode, but then she just croaked the other day. She's gone. She died of old age, and she did leave behind her 4 children. We have Eva, Paola, Leonardo, who was a baby in the last episode, and then Ludovico, who is her youngest, all with different fathers. As some of you may know, Maria Sophia had a very unique idea of what it meant to be married, I guess. She was definitely not loyal to her husband, but she did remain married for her entire adult life to this is Leonardo, to his father, Giorgio, who is not at this house currently. I'm gonna give you an update on him, but it looks like it's Leonardo's graduation day. Yes. I think he aged up yesterday into an adult, so he's gonna head off to go to graduation, and we need everyone to come along. Okay, we have Eva. We also have the beautiful Viola over here. And then back here we have Ludovico. Yes. Okay, so everyone's gonna head off. Yeah, and let's see if Leonardo's gonna be valedictorian. So far, Eva and Viola were all valedictorians. So fingers crossed we can continue this, random tradition that we've set. By the way, I've been saying for like 10 episodes that I'm gonna do the family tree in the Plum Tree app or whatever. Well, I did finally do it, and I'll insert a little clip here. I don't even have photos going back, like for the first several generations, but they all have names and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's all correct in terms of like the parents and who is who. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I am a fraud. I'm a scam, because I think for a few episodes I've been like, we're 15 generations in. I think last time I said this generation here is 16. That is not true. We are 14 generations in to this legacy. And the reason there was confusion is because, you all know this if you've been watching, I've lost my family tree like 5 times. As you can see, I don't even have, like, Maria Sophia is there, but that's all. Like, no one else is there. So I lost it like probably 3 generations in, and then I lost it a few times after that. So I was never really sure. I was just going off of memory, but I can say with the fact now that it is 14 generations. So just to give you an idea, of course, we had Maria Sophia, and then she had her first daughter, Eva, with this guy, Owen Russ. Then she had her second daughter, Viola, with Wilbur Borovikov, who I think you all met a couple episodes ago. Viola was conceived over at the beach house. We have Leonardo, of course, who was her child with her husband, Giorgio. Giorgio had a love child. I'll get into that later. It's a whole thing. And then finally, Ludovico with Frederick Kemp, who I think you all also met, or maybe it was his brother a couple episodes ago. Anyway, is Giorgio even here? Yes, he is. Okay, and there's our boy. He was valedictorian. Yes. And his father, Giorgio, did end up coming. Good to see you, sir. Giorgio does not stay with the family. It's a long story, but I'm gonna have him show you where he lives. Maybe we can go back to the house and have like a little celebration party. So let's go with him back to his house. It's our most recent house, I guess, that we've bought. If you don't know, the family owns, of course, the main house, this one. And then the next one we bought was this one. It is where we keep all of our grapes. Yo, that gardening mod is amazing. They're over here all the time. We have zero responsibility. It's amazing. I love it. Because usually the grapes all die, but they're doing their thing. So we have that one. And then we have Isola Serafina, the beach house, which is where Maria Sofia and her mother, Serafina, pretty much lived full-time, or for most of their lives they lived over here. Yeah, and then finally, I feel like you can't really capture the full beauty because it's a rainy day, but I'll leave the download link for this house in the description. This is where Giorgio has pretty much been living since the kids, I guess since Eva and Viola were teenagers around that time. I think he has a pretty comfortable life over here. He has his own little butler, but it's a nice place. It's only 2 bedrooms. So there's this one and then the butler's room over here. So it's not super big, but I really love this outside area. It's so nice, like with the pool, and then we have like these little lounge chairs. I put this bar out here, and over here we have like the grill. There's a pizza oven. This was Maria Sofia's gift to Giorgio. I guess we can say sort of a compromise, because I don't even know how to begin to explain. There was a lot of drama that went on with Giorgio and his wife, because in the last episode, right, they went to Egypt, and my goal in Egypt was to sort of like, I don't know, I guess fix their relationship, but we were never really able to fix it because I think Giorgio and Maria Sofia just had different ideas of what it meant to be married. I think he wanted the full commitment, you know? He wanted a partner who was fully loyal and committed to him. And Maria Sofia, I don't know if she was a bad person, but she just was not interested in that at all. And honestly, I sort of feel like in her mind, she was like, I'm not marrying for love. I'm marrying for the convenience of having a partner, you know, like someone to take care of the kids. After they said their vow, she sort of just checked out of the marriage. And honestly, I think in her mind, it was a fair compromise, because she's like, hey, I'm providing you with this amazing life. You can live in luxury. You don't have to work. Giorgio never worked a day in his life. You know, Giorgio spends his days here working out and swimming. He drives a Lamborghini around. So my point is, I think Maria Sofia thought it was okay to sort of check out of their marriage because she was giving him this amazing life, right? Of course, having a ton of things doesn't mean you have an amazing life, but in her mind, she didn't think she was doing the worst. And after they got back from Egypt in the last episode, they really had a falling out. I think he did catch her cheating eventually. I think she actually confessed to cheating. And Giorgio was like, that's it. I want a divorce. And Maria Sofia, I'm going to go back to the house because we have a party happening. Basically, Maria Sofia was like, that's not happening. Because, you know, being a very smart woman, she was like, okay, I spend 75% of my time, maybe more, over here at the beach house. She also worked. She was an art appraiser. She ended up reaching the top of her career. She loved sculpting and painting and just throwing parties and having multiple lovers. And she didn't want to take any responsibility for her 4 children. And she knew that if Giorgio left, then she would have to be here full time to take care of the kids. So basically she was like, nah, that's not happening. You're not getting a divorce. But I think when the oldest ones were teenagers, she was like, I will buy you a house. You're like a sort of like a little bachelor pad as a way of saying thank you, I guess, for hanging around and not moving forward with the divorce. So that's what I meant when I said this house was a gift for Giorgio, because it really was a gift from Maria Sofia. Oh yeah, and we can put Leonardo's valedictorian award over here. Yes. I've just been moving these superlative ones, the colorful ones, down to the basement. But eventually this whole room is gonna be blue plaques. So let's take this down to the basement. You can see my wall here. It's a bit of a mess. This basement is not organized at all. Oh, that's so cute. The little inventing gnome made its way over here to the outside. So what's everyone up to in here? Okay, we have someone playing the bass. Louise, yes. Okay, I mentioned Giorgio had a love child. He actually had a love child with this lady, I believe. Yeah, Louise Hoyle. He had this kid, Lorenzo. So funny story, Giorgio is, as you can see, he's a kleptomaniac and he has a lifetime wish to like steal 50,000 simoleons worth of things. He has not accomplished that, but he was trying. Actually, he went over to Louise's house. She lives sort of on the other side of town, but he went there to commit acts of thievery. He has this lust for stealing, and it turns him on. What can I say? He's wild for it. So he went over there to steal, and then he was like, damn, I'm feeling all hot and bothered. She's starting to look good. So he made his moves with Louise, and then she ended up getting pregnant. And this child, let me tell you, he's a genius. Somehow he has a medical degree. I mean, kids these days are brilliant. Giorgio has good genes, I guess, so that's Lorenzo. He does not live with us. He lives with his mom, who is here. So where is he? That's a good question. Giorgio, come over to this house because your love child might be here. You know, poor Giorgio, his whole life, he's been a babysitter. What can I say? So there is a Bouclair that is not really a Bouclair, just wandering these streets. But it looks like Viola has met someone. Ty Sweeney looks like a nice guy. There's also this Bambi. A doe is a female deer. The name is given Disney movie, but she's pretty. She definitely has the pudding face. So we got Destiny Schubert over here. Oh, but she's a teenager, so that's a bit awkward. This is his love interest from prom, I guess. But yeah, Giorgio's here. Hey man, thanks for stopping by. You should come talk to your son. I feel like that's something you should do. You know, I will say in her old age, Maria Sophia sort of stepped up to the plate. She was definitely hanging around with the kids a bit more, which was good to see. So folks were sort of upset whenever she died, but you know, she lived a great life. She traveled. She had plenty of adventures, that's for sure. But I'm sure you all could tell from the last couple episodes, I didn't necessarily like her as a person, but her life was definitely interesting. I mean, and this is super shallow, but I will say the children she had, now that they're all pretty much adults, they're hot as fuck. Like Leonardo over here, damn. And that relationship too, damn. And Eva as well, she's very pretty. But I will say for me, Viola and Leonardo, I think are probably the most good looking of our 14th gen here. As you can see, Viola has tan skin with like this red hair. She definitely looks unique, but she has a thing for the cheetah girls who. Very quickly, she's athletic, over emotional, clumsy, virtuoso, and an angler. She is currently working in the science career. She's a lab tech. That's level 2, and her skills are looking pretty good too. She's level 9 logic. She's really into music, so bass is level 6, piano's level 8. Actually, a really good variety of skills. Gardening is level 7, fishing level 6, and she's also pretty athletic, so she's level 8. I guess that makes sense. She's virtuoso and athletic. She was also valedictorian, as you can see from her moodlet. And then Eva, who's over here on the piano, her traits are not as good. Definitely a unique variety, hot-headed, eccentric, bookworm, friendly, and evil. Somehow, hot-headed, friendly, and evil don't make sense to me as a combination. But yeah, she's a little inventor. She's self-employed in the inventing career, level 6. She's mastered inventing, handiness is level 7, and she mastered logic. I don't know what it is about Eva, but she sort of freaks me out sometimes. Like, you know, she's been down in them tunnels and stuff. I don't know if she saw something. I don't know if she's possessed, but I feel like bad things happen when she's around. She also runs everywhere. I don't know what that is, but it's a thing that she does. It's one of her eccentricities, I guess. Holy crap, I cannot believe we have this photo. I didn't even know this was here. This photo is from, I think this has to be 3rd generation, before I even started making videos for this family. Her name was Monroe, I think. Whoa, I'm surprised that was not deleted because some of my other photos got deleted, as well as some portraits too. Anyway, definitely want to reach the top. I don't think I've ever reached the top of the self-employed inventing career, so I definitely want to do that. It's real steamy in here.
You feel that steam heat coming? That's for my undercarriage.
Okay.
Miss Eva's been hard at work just inventing a way. She does have a minor. She's gone down in them holes, giving me Moretti vibes. She's been trolling in there and finding gems and stuff. So we've had a good time. We've definitely had a good time. And I'm gonna send Giorgio back to his house so he can sleep there for the night. Leonardo, Viola, this must be Eva's, right? Yeah, so she was valedictorian too. So hopefully Ludovico can complete the set for us. I guess the boys are already in bed, so I'll talk to you about them in the morning. I also have a few other things to show you I'm excited about, but I'll check in with you all in the morning. Good morning. Our friend, the Bills lady, is coming. Are you Bills or are you... Okay, you're not Bills, you're just gifts, which we love. But the Bills are a bit out of control. Just so you know, this family is paying like 120,000 simoleons a week in bills. It's like 60,000, almost 60,000, and they come twice a week. I mean, good thing we have those investments and we're not relying on like real jobs, because there's no way I could afford that. But you know, they sure do get up there. I'm not going to say Maria Sofia did not contribute, but she spent a hell of a lot of money, probably over 1 million simoleons. But besides buying this house, which was a pretty penny, I think it was probably like 300,000. Maria Sofia also expanded the garage. So this is the garage as you've known it for several episodes. Now we also have a basement garage as well. So up here, I think we've had all these cars. We have the McLaren. This one was 1 million simoleons. The Rolls Royce Ghost, the Mercedes Maybach. Giorgio's Lamborghini is obviously at the other house, but we have that one as well. And then new purchases. So the Lamborghini was new. And then we also got this Rolls Royce Cullinan in my community tab. Sometimes I post updates, but this was one of Maria Sofia's purchases. She did enjoy. It's like an SUV Rolls Royce. It's pretty sick, actually. We have the Bentley Continental and then this Ferrari. We used to have a Ferrari Stradale. We actually might still have one at the beach house, maybe. No, I think I sold it. But this is a 488 Pista or Pista. It's Italian. Actually, let me check real quick how much these were, because I've done forgot. The Pista, this Ferrari was 330. The Cullinan was also 330. The Bentley was 130. And then the Lamborghini was 200. She definitely spent over 1 million simoleons. So Mr. Giorgio has just arrived from his house. He's here because part of the agreement that he had with Maria Sofia is that their child together, Leonardo, would get some special privileges, some special treatments here and there. So she promised that she would buy a new car for their son, Leonardo, when he graduated. So Leonardo, are you ready for your graduation gift? We're just gonna assume that the other folks are on board and won't be jealous. But Leonardo, we're gonna get you a new car here today, and I've been eyeing one. I sure hope the Bouclairs have consulted with their financial advisor, because I recently got a new custom content car. This is a 2022 Lamborghini Countach, and it's 2.6 million simoleons. This car is so cool. Let me just show you really quickly. It has a red interior. The shape is sick. It totally is giving me, if anyone ever played GTA Vice City, it really reminds me of one of the cars in that game. And in real life, I think it actually is around this much. So it comes in this lime green color, which is really cool. Let me see, there's a red. This blue is pretty sick, actually, now that I'm looking at it. But I think we're gonna get this one. It's like a burnt, it's like an orangish red color. Damn, and here's the back. It looks so cool. We got the red interior. I think I say it like every episode, but all of my custom content cars are from Fresh Prince Creations. They make the best cars. So yeah, Leonardo, congratulations. You got a new whip. Let's make this yours. And you know, how about you actually go with your father? You can have like some father-son time over at his house. So let's have the two of you just zoom on over there.
Pull up skirt, get in the right.
Yes, this is so cool. Damn, it's fast as hell too. The camera can't even keep up. It's so fast. That's amazing. Sadly, there's just one parking spot over here. Yeah, so I told you I would talk about Leonardo real quick. His traits. He's a couch potato. He's shy, clumsy, genius, and a hopeless romantic. He's not employed currently, but he has mastered logic and writing. So he's actually an author. I think as a teenager, he wrote a few books. Yes. So actually, let me go to, yeah, the writing skill. He mostly writes science fiction and fantasy. So he's a bit of a nerd, which we love. He's written 3 books. He's currently on his 4th book. We have Station 12, which is a play on Station 11. Did anyone read that book or watch the HBO series? I watched the series first. It's not like an action-packed, super fast-paced kind of show, but oh my god, the writing and the acting and the music, like, it's incredible. I've watched the whole series like 2 times, and I just finished the book. Anyway, Station 12. And then we have Moon, which is play on my favorite sci-fi novel, Dune, and then Heretics of Dune, anyway. And then he's currently working on another one. What is that called? It is, let's go to this computer. Yeah, it's called The Way of Queens, which is a fantasy. And this again is a play on another one of my favorite books, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Amazing books if you're into fantasy as well, although they're a huge commitment because the books are massive. Anyway, I love Leonardo. I like what he has going for him. I actually want to get him, yes, acclaimed author. We need to get that for sure. And proud of him, he's our 3rd valedictorian from our 14th gen. Congrats to Leonardo. Is your father here? Damn it, Giorgio. Spend some time, some quality time with your son, because, you know, Leonardo in a way is lucky that his father is in his life, because, you know, we can't really say the same for Leonardo's half-siblings. But Giorgio's an elder now, and he won't be around forever. He is gonna go spend some time with his son, and we will check in with him later. And let's quickly just go over to Ludovico here. I really like Ludovico too. He's neurotic, perceptive, proper, and artistic. Ludovico was born with this black hair, and I love his little stash that he has going on. Pretty slick, if I do say so. He's still a high school student. He's doing great so far. As you saw, he's artistic. He's super into the arts, and I'm actually gonna have him work on a painting here. He's level 9 logic and level 9 painting. So we've almost mastered those 2. And I think the other day he was just outside sculpting as well. Yes. So maybe he can take over what his mom was working on. And I really want to show you his paintings because due to this neurotic trait, his paintings look very interesting. I think I have more somewhere in the house, but these 3 especially are not what the paintings normally look like. And I'm pretty sure it's because he's neurotic. I'll have to double check. I actually made a whole video about how traits affect paintings. So it's like the colors are inverted and it's just like a different style that is so unique, and I really love that. I love how they put that kind of detail in the game. He's also artistic, so they have that sort of like blurry impressionist look. So I don't know, I just think that's so cool. I think this is another one of his actually. So I really like Ludovico too. I feel like they all have something unique going on, and I always enjoy that. So who knows what direction we're gonna head in with the future. I sort of like having a household this size. This way we can pick and choose just based on how they get along with each other and based on their traits. We can sort of decide who will continue this current household into the next generation, or maybe we'll have all of them continue and have their own children and stuff. So I guess we'll see. But I really like how things are right now. I hope I didn't miss anything, but I think we are gonna end things here. I hope you all enjoyed this little update with the Booty Clairs. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate your comments as always, and I'll see you all in the next one.